This is the Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization's site in Kiboko, Makueni County. It is among 6 installations spread across the country where KALRO has been conducting tests to produce GMO varieties under the Water Efficient Maize for Africa project.
The project was able to release 76 hybrids, and some of them are already being grown by our farmers. Remember, these are conventionals. And at the same time, they were able to start also the transgenic work, where they started working on increasing the protection of these varieties against the pest, that is the insect, and also the drought.
Under the stewardship of Dr. James Karanja, the KALRO site has been developing hybrid maize varieties with transgenic genes.
What we are demonstrating here today is the potential of this hybrid, now the insect-protected varieties, and their potential to control the stem borer. In this particular site, we are showcasing the protection against the African spotted stem borer, that is the Chiropteris, and also the fall armyworm, which now is already a major problem in our country.
Kenya's quest to be food secure has been compromised by cyclic long dry spells and pest infestations, which the Agriculture Ministry projects have wiped out at least 25% of the country's maize production capacity of 52 million bags. With the country frequently facing food shortages, scientists are now backing genetically modified maize as a solution.
When you have the application of the pesticides and you apply very well, which we know very well is very costly, you will not see any difference. But when you come to the natural and when you come to the artificial infested, you'll see the damage for the conventional has reduced for more than 40%. That means if you're looking at the potential of maybe 6-7 tons per hectare, then we are talking about a yield reduction of about 4 tons per hectare. So that means you cannot be able to get more than 2 tons per hectare, because we have seen very well that the insects, they are not only feeding on the leaves, but also they are feeding on the cobs, and that is the grain that all of us, we know it's food.
However, for 7 years, tight regulations including a cabinet ban on importation or consumption of GMOs have limited commercialization.
It's just because of the fear of the unknown. But since many countries, since 1996, several countries are growing BT, are growing genetically modified crops, and I think I don't see why we should fear.
And because Kenya cannot proceed to national performance trial yet, experts have been forced to share critical data on GMOs with, among others, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Mozambique, Uganda, and Rwanda.
But the testing has not only been done in Kiboko and Kitale. We have done the testings in South Africa. We have done the testings in Mozambique. We have done the testings in Uganda. And as we can see in the field, the results are almost the same. So it is just us to accept that this thing is good.
This is the technology that we need to give to our farmers so that we can be able to bridge that gap of the maize production, so that we stop importing maize, but rather we become the exporters of maize.
For Business Insight, I'm Ronald Owili.